Little Bobby asleep, the moon started to rise. Bop, bop, Bunny watched as she lit up the skies. Do you know about planets like Venus and Mars? They're all friends of mine, and so are the stars. Some planets are big, and some planets are small. They float in the sky, but somehow they don't fall. They hide in the day, but we see them at night, because during the day they get lost in the light. Most we can't see them with only our eyes. With telescope lenses we peek in the skies. With a magical scope it all becomes real. So let's look very closely and see what we will. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh, ah. Please tell me more, Bobby said with surprise. I want to meet all your friends in the skies. What are they like? Please, I really must know. Are there oceans and mountains, and do they have snow? Let's meet all my friends and let's name everyone. Let's start with a star that we call the sun. The planets, they circle the sun in the sky like spokes on a wheel. Round and round they do fly. Right next to the sun, Mercury is his name. He's the smallest of planets with craters and plains. He's the fastest of all and shines golden red light. And he's scorching at day, but he freezes at night. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh, ah. Venus is next, she's the hottest we know. With big lava rocks, her volcanoes they flow. She used to have water, it all boiled away, and now she's as dry as the desert at day. Vast Mother Earth, she's my favorite of all. She's covered with oceans, her land is quite small. She supports life where the others have none. I light up her night, and by day she has sun. Mars, the red planet, sometimes we can see, with one giant mountain as tall as can be. He also has canyons and craters and plains. His dust storms, they cover his surface like rain. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh, ah. Jupiter's next, he's a giant, you know. His storms, they are fierce as they blow to and fro. With a swirling red spot that he makes with his winds, he has 64 moons, and they all are my friends. Saturn has colorful rings all around. They come from his rainbows of ice on the ground. They twirl great colors so beautifully. With at least 18 moons, the last planet we see. Uranus is dim in the distance, he hides. The coldest of planets, he's frozen inside. He has many moons, of which Cupid is one. His color is blue, and he's seventh from the sun. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh, ah. Neptune is last of the planets we know, named after the sea with a brilliant blue glow. He has 14 moons, of which Triton is one. The furthest of planets, he's eighth from the sun. Of the planets we know, you may think there are 9. Pluto was one in a previous time. He didn't fit in, so he doesn't exist. Now there's no longer 9, there's just 8 on the list. No one's the same, we're all different, you know. But that's perfectly fine, said the moon with a glow. Maybe someday all the planets will say he's still one of us, and we want him to stay. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh, ah. Most stars live in galaxies ever so far, where the Milky Way flows like a river of stars. They all gather round so far and so high, you can see them at night as they light up the sky. Now that you know all the planets there are, and the center of all is the sunniest star, let us learn all their names like the friends we do keep, as you lay on your pillow and drift off to sleep. The sun is a star and Mercury's fast. Venus is hot, Mother Earth she is vast. Mars he is red, Jupiter has a spot. Saturn has rings made of rainbows he's got. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh, ah. Uranus is cold with ice to his core. Neptune is last with a brilliant blue glow. They live in this great solar system, we say, where they shine in the night and they hide in the day. Now that you've met all my friends in the skies, think of their names as you close both your eyes. Breathe ever so softly, don't utter a peep, as you lay on your pillow and drift off to sleep. The moon asked little Bobby, if you lived in the sky, which one would you be, and please tell me why? Little Bobby replied as he gazed from his room, I'd be Mother Earth to be close to the moon. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Little Bobby learns lessons and wonderful things from the voice of the moon every night as she sings. Ooh.